We're back in the deserted Fleet Master's office in HASONGO. We've found out surprising and strange facts that lead to HASONGO being a target much earlier and for much other reasons than the survivors told us. The survivors of an attack of NAGA after Eothas walked through here for some kind of reason. Probably another reason. Now, we've snatched in here, but at the top of this building there's a group of NAGA. We want to attack them. Now. This is Pillars of Eternity. 2. And not only that, it's also the highest difficulty. And of course we're also trying to roleplay, but let's see now what we can start with here. Maybe with a Curse of Blackened Sight. And with someone blocking the entrance to this.
Yes?
Here we go. We have 3 NAGA archers. A lot of explosives here. Lamp oil barrels. Wait. We don't need these lamp oil barrels. They're a little bit too risky. There's something looming around here. I don't know. Well, certainly we'll
Absolutely.
just attack here for now. Give them the mark. The mark of death, so to say. Adonan is also staying here, our tank. Make this thing a rival.
Certainly.
Fire a good bow. Ouch.
Well,
Oof. Really not good at this, maybe. Well, I think we should jump behind him.
with pleasure.
Yes?
And let's hope that we'll survive. Let's give this some blindness quickly. I think it will be a quick fight for that reason.
Yes?
We're going for the quicker spells.
Hey there.
Let's buff us up a bit.
Of course. That's how it's done.
One needs to go down. And who's next, eh?
What is it? Taste this.
To be honest, I think we should just attack. We've got enough for stunts like this.
What is it?
Nagas have murdered most of the people there. Oh, look. There's someone else coming in. A Naga warrior. We certainly don't like this.
Very well.
That's good enough. Paul should get back to this place here, maybe. Or back to that archer. I think we're best
What is it?
served with this. We need a shield.
Don't hurt yet.
We can resist for a bit. We will take this guy down in some quick and decisive manner.
Yeah?
Let's see.
Absolutely. Bullseye.
Yes?
Kevaver. Warriors getting in. Doing not much.
What is it?
Certainly buffed up a bit. Let's give us martial power. Ow. Get poor, Naga Archer. Here we go. We don't need you and him.
As you wish.
We might need some attack on the warrior. Sadly, you can what? Sworn rival. For long, I hope.
Right here. There's something you don't see every day.
Yes?
Let's jump over
What is it?
and crit this man.
With pleasure.
Ouch.
Poison. Hardly fair.
We've got some fangs. He died. Alright, alright. Why did you put back your sword? What are you doing here?
What can I do?
Quoril, get out of the way.
Yes.
Shoot the warrior. Yeah, indeed. Should get that back. Here we go. Mark him for the hunt.
That never happens.
What is it?
Jump over here. And paw him.
I'm here. As you wish.
What poison? Hardly fair.
Very sweet.
What is it? What is it?
So, what did we find here now, finally? Not that much, but a lot of dead Naga.
Not a sound.
I'll take care of it.
What will we find here? Going through the lighthouse. That was the tip that we got. Going through the Fleetmaster's office. And maybe here. Maybe there's a way up here. Or we'll go down here and then go there. In any case, I think we should watch that path here a bit. Maybe it's free. Maybe there's no patrols here anymore. That would be great. Seems like we freed that bit. Now let's get over to the lighthouse to see what we will find there.
Easy does it.
Let's be sneaky doing it. Sneaky people, well, they don't lose that often. Not that they always win, but they don't lose. Is there a path to the lighthouse from here? I doubt it. Oh, no, there's some strange steps, actually. What's here?
I'll see it done. Not a chance.
What is this? You remember the feet that made these stomping across Cardnua? Oh my goodness! I just noticed we're standing in a giant step here. Look at that. So apparently Eothas went to that lighthouse and did something to the Ardra that was there. And we're just gonna find out what happened there. We could contact him from here. We're split on Eothas. He could be the Prometheus that brings everyone all the best, and all the gods are against him because they don't want to empower the mortals. But he's also destroying lives left and right. Let's enter the lighthouse and actually find out. The lighthouse is quiet, but for soft, sibilant whispers, there's repetitive, incantatory quality to them. Yet as you cross the threshold, an old Naga with skin like cracked leather breaks off. He swivels to face you, bearing one broken fang.
The sea-striped fiends send you to uproot the tree of the gods, yes? Their blasphemy knows no bounds.
Uproot the tree of the gods? What are you talking about?
Go! Carry a warning of what you have seen to the other shufflers.
His tongue whips from his mouth like a ripped streamer. What warning do you expect me to deliver?
That shufflers must not disturb these roots, or the gods will destroy the islands again.
The other Naga hiss in agreement. You're saying the gods have brought ruin on Deadfire before, so the Naga are doing this because they want to preserve the Deadfire? He bears his broken fang in surprise.
Your stories say nothing of the many disasters, of the shuffler nests washed away like foam. Many generations ago, the sand-striped ones built great hives across the islands, and bastions around the Ardra roots.
At this, the others hiss angrily. Sand-striped. You're describing the Wana.
Their ancestors, yes. Their meddling displeased the gods. So the gods smashed their works with heaving volcanoes and crashing waves.
His beads and bangles rattle as he brings his hands together in a loud clap. So they are serving the gods. But we know that the gods are more than spiteful juggernauts. So you think history is repeating itself?
You shufflers are beasts of habit. You do not learn. You do not change. You cast off your sheddings by night, only to put them back on at daybreak. You wrap yourself in filthy, worn-out things.
A tremor of disgust ripples through his body.
Our ancestors hid deep, where the waters quenched the fires and muffled the storms. They remembered while shufflers scattered. Now, the shufflers build again.
He thumps his tail on the floorboards.
The gods see. They will tear them all down.
I'm a watcher. I can restore the Ardra if you'll just let me near it. His tail whips on the ground as he considers you.
If your fat tongue speaks true, then give us proof.
Ardra is not the root that withers, but a channel of essence. This one is merely blocked, I can show you. Sugan regards you with a wary eye.
If this is not some fat-tongued lie, then show us. Approach. Restore the blessing of the gods to the Adra.
Now, if this goes wrong, just in case this goes wrong, let's place ourselves so we can kind of defend ourselves a bit at least.
What is it?
Yes?
Adonan standing at Sugan.
What is it? As you wish.
And we're going to approach the Adra, of course. Oh, that's gonna be here, okay.
As your hand touches the dim Adra, you feel the same cool, pricking sensation that you did when you touched the pillar near Port Mage. You concentrate on the pillar. The world around you swiftly falls away, leaving only the vast emptiness of the in-between. The Adra and a multitude of golden threads undulating off into the distance. For a second time, you gather the threads in your mind and bind them together, forming a solid tether that ripples out toward its distant anchor. Again, a crack sounds from the terminus. Your consciousness is violently pulled along the cord. You are prepared for the sensation this time, but are still disoriented when you come to a sudden stop. You find yourself standing behind a familiar Titanic statue as it trudges through invisible waters, standing at Eothas' shoulder. Your soul is dwarfed by the massive god's form. Energy pulses along the tether, each wave feeding the Adra's movements. He stops. His head cranes behind him, again accompanied by the sound of stone shearing and buckling. His eyes rest upon you. He does not reach for the cord, but considers you for a long span of silence before speaking.
Your first attempt to contact me was brave. This second attempt, is it born out of desperation or something else? Why do you continue to follow me, Watcher of Cadnua?
Well, let's not start this off with something because we're unsure if he's good or bad. I want to prevent you from causing any more harm.
Though there is no change in his stone visage, there is a long pause before he speaks.
That's a great challenge you've taken on. Why?
Decided that it's my responsibility as a watcher.
Eothas' great stone eyes consider you at length.
Throughout history, societies have called watchers frauds and madmen, prophets and oracles. I have never known one to take on the burden of arbitration between mortals and gods.
Eothas becomes silent. You can sense his presence advancing back along the cord between you. His energy flows over your hand, tendrils of light probing into the air around you. They poke and prod at the silent lost souls hovering in your vicinity.
You are in a unique position. In spite of the work of the Leaden Key and Hand Occult, you have seen through our facade. You know the gods' true nature. Without the benefit of your knowledge, few mortals would be willing to accept the true history of their gods. After all, we weren't. The last time I walked Eora, I made a mistake in not revealing my true purpose. I believe you would understand it better than most.
Yeah, I'm honored.
Yes, I will tell you. But this is not the time.
Oh, come on.
As I take this body farther from the lighthouse, the tether grows weaker. And I have already tarried too long.
What are you doing there,
Soon
Eothas?
this link will unravel completely. If I have not reached my destination when that happens, I will need to pull more souls from your world.
Where are you going? I will meet you there.
The edges of Eothas' massive form blur and dissolve. The huge figure retreats from you. As it moves, the tether begins to rapidly unravel. As Eothas speaks, his voice sounds garbled, fragmented, and distant.
If you would know more, find me at the Ashen Maw in Margren's teeth. I must rest there before I begin my final work. When I leave that place, you will not be able to follow. Before I go, I should return some of this to you. I still have need of the great power of your soul, but I can spare you this portion.
A pulse of energy moves back along the golden cord toward you. It feels familiar, comforting, even before it contacts you. The energy washes over you, flooding you with feelings and memories you had thought long forgotten, until they settle back into the cracks of your soul. And then the tether and cord snap. Eothas' figure evaporating into dust that mingles with the endless gray expanse. Heat rushes over you, and the uncomfortable sensation of the Audra Pillar's presence cuts off. The gloom of the in-between is pierced by the light of the living world. You are back in the lighthouse, no longer dim. The luminous Audra beside you is filled with warmth and light.
We've established a link, apparently. The Naga stare at the glowing Audra, their diamond pupils wide. Sugan turns his gaze to you, his body in a cautious half-coil.
Long have we kept peace with the sand-striped people. But then, the foreign ones came and spread, killed our people, built their hives everywhere. We were sure the Godwalker came to cast them out, that driving them away was a holy mission.
Curiosity and consternation simmer in his eyes. Well, let's unite us with the Naga, because we're a big fan of the Naga. They can be balancing the other madmen of this archipelago out. The gods have bigger concerns than our foods. We must learn to live together.
But on whose terms?
His tail flickers in irritation.
Must go. I know not what this means, but our brethren should hear of it. You show us something new today, Shuffler. Thank you for this, and for your mercy.
He presses something into your palm before departing, and we gain the Strand of Favor. 1 intellect, minus 10% hostile effect duration for the Ward of Favor, and the Boon of Favor, 10% more beneficial effect duration. Very useful, I'd say. What a glorious thing that is. Thank you for watching, and happy gaming to you. We'll see each other in the next episode, where we'll try to find out what this all means and what else has happened here in HASONGO. Have a great time until then, and happy gaming. This is Immanuel Khan signing out. See you soon, and happy gaming.